The Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, Lasubeb, in collaboration with Unicef, organized this one-day seminar on the incorporation of play-based learning in the classroom. At the program, emphasis was laid on adequate data gathering for effective planning.
For an advocacy program, an awareness program on the incorporation of play-based learning into the early child care development education in the classroom in Lagos State in particular. And I must also say that I appreciate and welcome all of us to this important occasion.
According to the facilitator, play-based learning has numerous benefits, one of which is encouraging self-discovery.
Play-based is an important part of, or I would say play is an important part of natural growth of children, especially at a tender age, between the age of 3 and 5. And that's why it is very essential to ensure that play is incorporated in the learning approaches for children in the ECD. Because that's a critical stage when the billions of neurons in the brain of a child are being connected. And that means it is essential for their growth, development, and also for their better life in the future. So to be able to support children to have a better life in the future, we need to ensure that they receive quality care, quality nutrition, and also quality education, especially if it is incorporated with play at classroom level.
The impact of this advocacy is to ensure that every parent and every stakeholder will know the value of early childhood care development, and that ECCDE prepares the children for primary education. So if everybody is aware, we will not just say that children go to ECCD to play. Actually, the essence of their learning is play. But while they are playing, they are learning. So it is of paramount importance that everybody knows that ECCD as a strata of education is very important.
For every stakeholder that are present here today, we implore them, we are hoping that they will take this advocacy back to ensure that enrollment increases for early childhood education. And when every child starts learning and have a sound education at the beginning, as you can see, the impact of play in education, and which is what is important at that level.
Participants share some of the lessons learned at the advocacy program.
Personally, I've seen that we've got a whole lot to still do to sensitize and to create awareness in our different local governments to be able to step it down. So we would go back and we would ensure that we step it down to our ECCD teachers, and also use the opportunity of the parent forum in order to sensitize parents on the importance of releasing their children.
Basically, we just learned more about infusing child play into the educational and developmental care of the early childhood, whereby we need to infuse a lot of plays into their development, because it shouldn't be about books, assignments. So it is more of let them have fun in the classroom, let them play with objects, let them go into other parts of it so that they could develop more of their domains. I will make sure that we do a lot of the retraining, retraining, and training again of all our early childhood care teachers we have in the local government, so that we have to key into the plan of Lagos State and Unicef concerning early childhood care development.
Participants were urged to sensitize members of the public on early childhood education.
As a result of this training, stakeholders will go back to be able to deliver, escalate what they have learned here today. And so what we expect to see that, with the learning corners, the 4 skills of the 21st century, which is collaboration, critical thinking, creativity, and communication, it will help the children to build their capacity in those areas, and also help the teachers. And it will ease the stress of the teachers, the early years teachers. Why? Because when children are engaged in the learning corners, their cognitive domain, psychomotive domain, affective domain, every aspect of their domain is being built.